We are live in living color.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back. Darren, do you know that reference?
Living color
Yeah, in
on the
living color.
show.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay. Anyways,
Yes.
welcome to an all new episode of Cultivating Conversations with DP². I'm your host, Deja, along with my amazingly talented, handsome co-host.
DeAndre, I just want to say, it depends on the week. I might get ugly co-host, then I get handsome and talented. You never really know, but thank you for the introduction.
It really depends on how I feel about you that week.
Yes.
But we appreciate everybody who is joining us live and everyone who will tune in after. We appreciate it. We love y'all. We've been at this for a few years now, and
Facts, man.
y'all have been staying true to us, supporting us throughout the journey, and we greatly appreciate it. And that would motivate us to continue to come every week or every other week. Y'all know sometimes, yeah. So, but anywho, how you feeling, DeAndre?
Feeling good. The weather's getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Just overall, spring is on the way. So,
Mm-hmm.
just hoping faithfully, trusting things and just hopefully things go the way I want them to go. So I'm feeling good. How about you?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. This will be my last week of being on a vegetarian diet.
Oh, wow.
People didn't know, I don't think I mentioned it on the pod, but I've been vegetarian during Lent. So it's been a journey, but it's been great, honestly.
For real?
Yes, actually hasn't
I'm
been.
really surprised to hear that, though.
I know. So, but I'm not gonna say I encourage other people to do it unless you have a plan, because you need to make sure you not meal prep, like cook and stuff. But
we were on here with Talia. I don't know if people remember talking about health, health and food, diet, and things. We said that it might be placebo, feeling better. Do you feel better?
I actually do, DeAndre. I actually do. I feel better. I feel that during those times of the month, like the cycle was much better. Like it's so many different benefits that I've been seeing. I'm not as tired. Well, I can get tired, but I'll get up earlier, stay active throughout the day. I've definitely seen the benefits. Nice. I'm regular, if you know what that means. So anyway,
yes,
yeah. But today we have a very fun podcast.
For sure.
And it's a part 2 that we said we were going to do because we didn't even have enough time to get to the other ones last time.
Yes.
So tell us, DeAndre, what we here to do.
So people have heard of this many times. Goat Talk with DP². It started on our YouTube channel. Originally, this comes from the GQ series, Goat Talk. But we did a re-edition on our channel. You want to go watch that, go to the Cultivating Everyone channel. But then we did it maybe a month or so ago on the podcast. And it was a lot of topics. It was a lot of fun. People was chiming in. So same thing goes today. We got our special cups with our GOAT questions on them, advice, topics, etc.
Yeah.
So hopefully everybody watching chimes in, say, what they think is the GOAT blank for whatever we bring up. And that's all I gotta say. So chime in, talk, let us know what you think. You know how it go.
Hey, what'd you say?
I say anything you want to add?
No, I think that's it. Youngest goes first.
Oh gosh. Starting off hot. There's some spicy Jones in this cup. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh goodness. Okay. Maybe I should have went
first one. Okay, here we go. Remember, it's GOAT. Everything starts with GOAT, which stands for greatest of all time.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, wow. We starting off spicy. Okay. GOAT sex tip to someone who is a virgin / younger, maybe teenager going to college.
Oh, my God. DeAndre, I'm sorry. I'm only 17. I don't know what you're talking about. That's a great question.
Yes.
I would say know your body first. Meaning, don't expect someone else to know how to please you if you don't know your own body yet, like what you like, what you don't like, and then tying only caring about the other person's pleasure and not your own.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with women, I think a lot of times you focus on trying to make sure that the guy is enjoying it and and you forget about yourself. So it's make sure you openly communicate with yourself and you're openly communicating with the other person.
I like that one. Oh my stars, And then Mother says, don't do nothing. If you got a goat sex tip, drop it in the chat right now. Okay.
Yeah, and don't get too.
Yes. We're not talking about your physical sex life. Okay. Mine, I think, is a little unpopular.
Okay.
Mine is to have experiences. Not okay. I'm not saying you middle school or whatever, but maybe like leaning towards into high school, beginning of college. Have those experiences, like you said, to know what you enjoy, to understand what you like. I believe that it's a stigma on sleeping around is not the best connotation, but it's important to have the experiences just to know how other people operate, how you operate in certain situations, how to feel affection, how to give affection. It's important to understand your emotions in a different setting because we live every day, talking to people regular, interacting with your friends, but it's different. When you go into it's a whole nother realm. So I think having those experiences and understanding fully, over time, of course, you're not going to know, your early 20s or high school days, but still, just dip your toe in the water, just see how it is. Protective.
Yes.
Of course, but you know what I'm trying to say.
No, I think that's great, and I'm glad you brought that. I'm glad you asked that. You had me hot for a second. We got to. But no, that's a great tip. Seriously, I think that's a great tip, and just go to the right people for information. Not your friends don't always know what they're talking about. So whether it's doing your own research or whatever the case may be, okay.
That.
All right. Let's see. And by the way, I don't know what DeAndre has, and he doesn't know what I have. So.
Yeah, these are off the top.
Yes. Did I do this one last time? I think I did that one last time. Because sometimes somebody mixed up my stuff. I couldn't remember what I did last time, but I'm not going to put nobody out there.
We're not going to talk about
Goat clothing brand. Did I do that one last time?
No, I don't remember that.
Okay. Goat clothing brand, the greatest of all time clothing brand.
Goat clothing brand. Wow. Like, do you go necessity? Do you go personal liking? It's tough because my goat now is not the goat when I was younger, right? So
greatest of all time, you gotta consider. Yes. Yes.
Then you gotta go with everyday casual. I gotta go like Gap.
Okay.
I think Gap essentially, for every person.
How much Gap stuff did you have though?
I mean, jeans, shirts, sweaters. I mean, overall, I would say when I was younger, Polo. That's a good one.
That is a good one. That's actually a great
Polo.
one.
I think we're not even sponsored, but overall, I think the ones that give the most essential wear. Not too much branding, not too much, not expensive a lot. Expensive are the best ones to go for. What about you?
That's what I was just trying to think. I would say, Aeropostale. That's
cultural impact.
What you mean? The stuff was so comfortable.
Well, I'm saying the cultural impact was
at a time. The price could have been, I guess, a tad better. It wasn't too bad, but But the stuff lasted for 10 plus years.
Yeah, and people still wear Aeropostale. People still, it's like revamping that Y2K sets, Aeropostale, Hollister, all that. So I think timeless is important when we're talking about goats. Nike, of course.
What is Benetton?
I have no clue.
Saying that right?
I have no clue what that is.
That's not like a name. But
I agree. I'm just saying I don't know what brand that is. I'm
gonna have to look that up.
I like those answers though. Nike, Polo, for sure. Yeah. Not Benetton.
Nike's definitely a given. I'm gonna have to look that one up. I might be asleep.
All right, let's see. Topic number 2 for me.
DeAndre came in crazy.
Yeah, we started off high. I ain't gonna lie.
But I love it.
Okay. Oof. It's another one. Goat advice for surviving your first heartbreak.
Ooh.
A lot of people, that's not part of my answer, but a lot of people don't act like they will have a heartbreak, but I think it comes in a number of ways: friends, animals, relationships. Man. But go ahead. What you got to say?
That's true, man. Goat way to... you know what? I might say anything that's not isolation. Like whether it's if it's a Relationship, it might be like going out with friends. If
Okay.
it's like you said, a pet or someone, I think like spending time with other loved ones, doing
Yeah.
stuff where you feel like you have that sense of community. Because I think that the thing that you will automatically do is isolate, just because you're trying to figure out your feelings, you're trying to just process and stuff. But to me,
so you more like, do you feel like that's deflecting?
No, it's not deflecting. You said go. I'm not saying
I'm
that.
saying go. Yeah, I'm saying go.
That's still a part of it, 1,000,000%. But if I got to think about the goat part of all of that, it's not being by yourself. Like, not, and I'm not saying to do that with like someone that you're trying to date or something, but just more so being with other people who truly love you and just having a great time and enjoying life. I feel
sharing your spaces.
Yeah, I feel that's the way that has like uplifted me through a lot of different heartbreaks, just in life, like not just relationships, but
Nice.
Cry It Out is a great one. When I tell you I am a crier, y'all, I cry so much. I don't care if it's a Disney movie. I don't care if I am depressed. I don't care if I am crying, laughing, happy. I'm a cry.
That's a good one. Just feel the feels, don't ignore them. True. I think you're gonna hate my reply because I said solidarity. Go.
Ooh, let's talk about it. And it's crazy. That's what I thought about first, but I'm like, what is my real answer?
Goat tip for anyone that's going through a heartbreak, trying to get over heartbreak. I say solidarity because from my perspective, hanging out with friends, going out with family, and doing stuff like that is deflecting my emotions. Personally, I think that's solidarity, even though it's not necessarily good for you because it's really hard to face your emotions, face what's going on. Yeah. But I feel like that's the only true way to get over that.
It is.
That's really how I feel.
That. That's really how I feel. It's those feelings are gonna come up eventually. So it's either you like have that solidarity now instead of waiting.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But
I just think overcoming emotion.
Standing on business.
I just think overcoming emotion in general, and especially respecting yourself, is super important as well.
Yes.
Solidarity. If that's more relationship pertaining. Yes. But if you're going through something, friendships or relationship, it's like respecting yourself, understanding, what happened. It's time to, dial in on my own. It's a lot that go into it, but overall, that's my goal, solidarity. So it's opposite of yours.
It's opposite, but I love that. Two things could be true at the same time.
That's a fact.
If any of y'all disagree with me, get off the chat. I'm just playing. No, I love that. Okay, let's see. Goat last meal of your life. This is the last meal you can have until it's time to go. What's your goat meal?
Something's talking.
And I already know Mother's going to say turkey stuffing and gravy, which is sick, but
nobody wants that. But drop y'all goat meals in the chat last meal before you die. But something's talking in the back of my ear is saying fried shrimp with fries, lemon on top, and a lemonade. That's what's talking to me. Like death row. That's exactly what I want. Fried to perfection. Like no cap.
Yo, please.
No cap. Or some buffalo wings. I'm real easy to please.
You are.
Real easy to please. I feel like you're more intricate when it comes to that.
I mean, yeah, there's so many different things I would want to say. But I think, first of all, fly me to Greece because I need.
Fly me to Greece. You need what?
Because I need lamb chops, Greek potatoes, and a Greek salad. That I will be fine. That is the last thing I taste. Huh?
It has to be from Greece.
It don't have to be, but it needs to be it needs to be authentic.
It needs to feel like it.
Yes, it needs to feel like it's like the person in the back is from Greece, like for real.
Yeah.
Chicken tikka masala. Oh yes, DeAndre, I don't think you've had that. It's Indian.
Indian food. Yeah, I haven't had any food.
So good. You never had that?
No, I don't think I had any food in a long time. Collard greens, mac and cheese, fried chicken, candy yams. Oh, you know, doing Thanksgiving on us.
Yeah, and DeAndre don't eat none of that, but fried chicken.
Yeah, that definitely would never be in my go. I just think for my last meal, like, because think about it, if it's made poorly, like.
Let's just say you're able to choose where.
Oh, okay, then yeah. I'm just
on Saturday.
That's Broderick Dining. That's the cafeteria at our school. If y'all don't know, but it do hit on the weekends.
Okay, but the last meal is insanity.
Yeah, he's wild. He's wild.
Insanity. But hey, opinions are opinions. So.
Yeah. Drop y'all in the chat while we pick the next topic. All right, let's see. I've been a little hot back to back. I ain't gonna cap.
I know, right? You ate these up.
Oof. Goat way to deal with someone who is flirting with your partner. Drop that in the chat. I know some people here got partners. What do you find?
Me and DeAndre are so different when it comes to this. Like, it's insane how different.
If you catch somebody flirting with your man, what you gonna do, man? Like, how do what goes through your mind?
You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna watch.
What? You're gonna watch?
Because this is my I stand by this.
Did you hear what I said though?
I die. If you can take my man, have him.
Oh, that's true.
I promise you. I will never in life come up to the girl, do all this, Nope.
It will be on him, basically.
And see how you move. And if she can take you from me, oh, please leave with her. I promise you.
Did you hear what I said though?
What'd you say?
I said while you were saying you want to watch, I said that's kinky. but
not like that, you freak.
Yeah, I know, but I agree with you though. You gotta let your partner handle those type of situations. I believe you just kind of, I know if it gets to a point where they're saying no, and the person keeps persisting, that you may step in. But if it's like right then and there, you let them say no, and then that should be the end of the story.
Where's my hat? Because you're lying.
You don't think so?
No, I'm saying that's not what you're doing. Is that what you're doing?
I'm saying if someone is flirting with my partner,
yes,
and I'm maybe let's say I went to go to the bathroom, she need to tell him no.
Right, 100%. It's more about how they react. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. And then I hope she would handle that. And then after, I'm saying after, then if the person keeps persisting, then I need to step in. But initially, like you said, if he can get a conversation out of her, there's no reason exactly. So yeah, I would say it's on them initially, then after. So my goal, let's see how it plays out. That's what
yes. Yeah, I like that. We hear loud and flash. Hey, Street Fighter TV, drive safe now. Drive safe.
Yo.
Okay. By the way, anybody joining, we're doing Go Talk, so we're choosing different topics out of the greatest of all time.
I'll drop y'all in the chat.
I cannot remember if I did this last time. Please let me know.
Okay, I'll let you know if I can remember.
Goat Thanksgiving dinner party of 5.
Oh no, I don't remember that. So
you have 5 people that you get to choose who can sit at your Thanksgiving dinner table. Dang. Dead or alive. I'll give you dead or alive. Auntie Jane said, be flattered that you think my man is hot, but you can't have him.
Fact though, that's fact.
Please.
Goat dinner table at Thanksgiving.
Let's do 4 people because 5 is a lot, right?
Okay,
let's do 5 or
yeah. Let's do 4.
Where's a party of 5? So you're the 5th person.
Okay. I think that you have to break it down in columns. So you got to have some comedy.
Okay.
Chris Tucker, he's there off rip. Chris Tucker is there.
He's on mine too.
I gotta have Young Boy. So we got Chris Rock. We got Chris Tucker. Then we got Young Boy. That's my favorite rapper. Nobody knows. Okay. Then we gotta go Bron.
Okay.
LeBron has to be there. And then last seat, Michael Jackson. Okay. That's my 4-piece lineup. Because first of all, you got the chemistry between Chris Tucker and MJ.
You do.
Then we got Young Boy. He a little quiet, but I want to meet him.
Okay.
And Bron cool with everybody. So that's my dinner right there. What about you?
I know. I think mine is gonna be so hard because I'm trying to think on the spot, but I also have Chris Tucker on mine.
Okay.
100%. Chris Tucker is on mine. What's your favorite Bron mix out right
now? We're gonna talk about that after you get.
Okay. Next person, I'm going to say Luther Vandross.
Why?
Singer. What do you mean? I have questions.
Okay.
That's my favorite artist of all time.
Seriously?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
3rd, I'm going Dennis Rodman.
That's good.
I need him at my table.
Gotta add some uniqueness to the table.
Yes. Lastly, I'm gonna go with who? I want to do an actor. I'm trying to think of an actor or actress. I'm gonna go with
Tiana Taylor.
I'm going with her. That's it.
I think that's a good lineup. Y'all say who lineup was better in the chat. Why you think your lineup is better though, chemistry wise?
is more selfish because that's the people I want to talk to. But
I think
imagine Chris Tucker and Dennis Rodman at the same dinner table. Are you crazy?
I think yours is better chemistry wise for sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But
what is Bron Mix? Tell me what that is.
Bron Mix is a TikTok trend going on right now where people are singing songs about LeBron, like "You Are My Sunshine." A lot of songs. So I don't have a favorite one. I don't think so. But yeah,
I gotta look that up.
People love LeBron.
Talking about Bronny or LeBron James?
Nah, LeBron.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all let us know who.
I feel like I have somebody else. You know what's crazy is I think that list is in my phone. As you're thinking, let me see if I had that list in my phone for years. But
what list you talking about?
My top 5 in Thanksgiving. So I'm trying to see if I even remember that from like a long time ago.
Okay, I'll pick while
while I'm doing this.
All right, everybody drop their GOAT. Whatever I'm about to say in the chat. Listen up, people. Oh wow. Listen. Give me some. Okay, hold on. We got a table first. Jesus. Okay, that's a good one. I don't know how we let that slip. Michael Jackson, Idris Elba, Tamala Man. I don't think I know who that is though.
Tamala Man, she's a gospel singer.
Oh, nice.
You know that song, Take Me to
I really want to ask why she added Idris in there, but we ain't gonna go that far.
Idris Elba. I can't find it. Go ahead. Okay, so what's the question?
Sorry. Drop y'all GOAT this right here. GOAT tip: how to protect your energy from friends who envy you.
How to protect your energy from friends who envy you. I need that. I need that answer. Like, how to protect your energy from friends who envy you. I don't know, DeAndre.
You don't know?
It's tough.
It's tough.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
He my husband. I knew she was gonna say that. I knew that's exactly why. But my GOAT broadly, this is not the best advice. Okay, hold on. We got some stuff from the last GOAT one. Hold up.
Okay.
Samuel Jackson, Mom, Usher. Okay, that's good.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Okay, and Francis said you stay far away from. True.
Yeah, and I was going to say that too, which is so hard because if they're your friend, it's like you're trying to navigate. Like, yes, I still value this friendship, but I can peep that you have envious tendencies. So it's just like I can't completely ghost you.
That's true. And that's very tough to, like you said, navigate for sure. You don't.
It is.
They're your friend. You don't really want to just, throw them to the side, but don't show them any weakness. That's a great one too.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
These are good ones. Okay, what I was going to say though is, like breaking up friends. If you see your friend as envious, put friend groups in columns. We talked about this before.
We did.
Have certain friends for certain occasions. If you see someone is envious towards you, have that friend only for that specific thing, not. Bringing them around personal stuff or telling them personal things or events.
I actually have been doing that. That's a good one.
Have them only for specific events or occasions, or you only tell them certain things that they only need to know. That's why I said, like, my other option would be to stay away from them because you don't want envy in your circle. But
you don't, and it's just like you don't want to have your head on a swivel in your intimate, like the places where you should feel vulnerable. You know,
that's a great point. You want to be comfortable in your friend group.
Yes, 100%. That's the place where you should. Yes, 100%.
That's a good one. Yeah, I agree with that. What everybody said, those are good.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all answered for me because I literally, I don't know.
That was good.
All right, let's see.
Okay.
GOAT song to listen to when you are feeling down.
Oof. That's good. It's crazy. I'll tell you one recently. Okay, but that's not technically GOAT. See, I'm getting recency bias.
Yes, you are. Yes.
Okay, I'll tell you one that's GOAT for me. Now, this might not be really like known for the people. I'm not sure, but in my life by the Beatles.
Oh, that's the name of the song.
Yeah, In My Life. That's what it's called. By the Beatles. It's like a journey song, reflecting on the things that happened in the past of your life, but continue, to move forward. You acknowledge what happened in the past, but you keep moving forward because it is the past for a reason. So that's a song I listen to when I'm just kind of in the fields and like, okay, it just gets me in a good positive mood because I enjoy the song as well. So yeah.
No, I think that's a great one. Yeah. Young Thug, Safe, or King. How do you say that? True.
Yeah.
I gotta listen to those then. I think Lovely Day by
Billy something, right?
Is it Lovely Day is a great freaking song.
Yeah, that is a good song. So
I
you
love that song.
the
Bill Withers.
Bill Withers. Yeah, I knew it was something Bill.
No, you didn't say that. When I wake up in the morning.
I did just say that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, people in the chat vouch for me. I said
Bill. Okay.
But yeah, that's a good song.
I love that song. It really like speaks to my soul. I love it. I love it.
It elevates your day. Life We Live, Project Pat.
Okay.
These songs out.
Not him knowing about the throwback people.
Dijon be tapped in. I ain't gonna lie. He be tapped.
Okay, Dijon.
Lauryn Hill CD. Dang, she dropped
the whole CD.
Miseducation of that John.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
That's the only album she has taken. Yeah, outside of her group. Yeah.
Those
I love all of those. I got some new songs to listen to now. Honestly.
Continue to drop those. But yeah, it's a lot of songs that definitely get you out of that mood, or just trying to help you reflect. Okay. My bad. My next.
I think the song, and this might be my bias, but I think the songs from back then have so much they speak directly to your soul. I don't care.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
they definitely have a lot more soul to them. I think people just care a little more. Okay. Next. Okay. GOAT. Mental health tip to get out of a slump.
GOAT mental health tip to get out of a slump.
Yeah. It could be something that you do quickly.
I'm gonna just tell, and this might sound so just girl bye, but it's so true.
What?
I've been trying to tell myself this lately. You got to look at everything as an accomplishment. I swear. When I say, and I don't want to be the person that's acting like a freaking TikToker, but it's true. It's just all right, I got up a little earlier today. That's that. Okay, cool. All right, I put on real clothes instead of putting on my pajamas. Okay. And it sounds so
those are good,
minuscule, but I'm telling you, that's literally not the only way, but that's a major way you're able to just put one foot in front of the other, figuratively and just actually.
Yeah.
It's just you have to take things in chunks, because every time you overwhelm yourself with the reason why you're down or why you're just having these mental health struggles, it'll set you back again. So you just got to be you know what? Today I went outside and I took a walk. I'm cool with that. That's all I could muster up to do. I'm not going to beat myself up again about the things that I'm.
That's good. Definitely a great tip. Definitely a great tip. Before we got a word of the day: forward motion. Well, this could be a mental health tip. Forward motion, even when life throw you a tackle. That's true. Like you said, 1 foot forward is always
which best. Is difficult. It is, but
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, let me say my GOAT mental health advice tip to get y'all out of a slump, which is crazy that correlates to the last one, is listening to music. This is personal to me. Music definitely, especially aligning myself with the music in a way that we can understand the emotion is just a different type of reflection for me.
Yes.
Especially, having emotional connection to certain songs. It helps either, uplift or understand what I got going on at the, time being.
Yes.
So yeah, that would be my tip. I know a lot of people listen to music all the time. A lot of people are very connected to music. So I think that's a great tip for everyone, for sure.
Yeah, it really is. That, like you said, that ties into the one we were just talking about, how a song that you want to listen to when you're down. So.
Definitely. It's crazy.
Yeah. Should we do 2 more each or 1 more each?
1 more each is fine.
Yeah, 1 more each. Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
I still didn't get to all of mine. This is so annoying. Okay. GOAT wedding gift.
Ooh.
What do you think is the greatest wedding gift that you will receive from not from your partner, of course, from someone when people give people gifts?
Yeah, I'm gonna say go gift for anything. It could be my funeral. Bring me some money.
Yo, please stop.
Bring me some money.
Oh my God.
Let me decide what I want to spend my wedding trips on after my wedding, my honeymoon. Bring the bread. I'm gonna decide, because I enjoy gifts. One thing I will say is people will, when you ask for money, they give you less.
They sure do.
If you ask for the gift,
you better ask for the actual item, or they will lowball you.
Very true. So cash, yep. So I would say cash too.
You are your mother's child.
GOAT is definitely cash.
You know what? I have to agree with that. Let me. But,
it's in your wedding. I guess it's very situational. What you might.
It is, yeah.
You might want.
You're right, though. Money is probably the best one.
Yeah. All right. My last one.
We don't have to. All right. Well, maybe we'll do another YouTube video. I don't know.
We had some from the people too, but
yeah, we had some that people wrote in, but I didn't have a chance to get to it. So,
all right. This is the last one, which I think there's a lot. Something I struggle with sometimes is GOAT tip, and I think you can help. People that are older can help too. Tip on how to say no. How to say no. What do you guys say?
I would love
to quick to tell somebody no.
Who?
You.
Oh yeah, that's what I was like. I'm trying to think though. Yeah. You sound quick to tell somebody no.
Sure.
A tip.
Yeah.
That's deep. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm trying to think of like a strategy more so.
Yeah.
I think what I had to start doing was like ironing out the pros and cons of the situation. Like really being like, okay, this is the thing that this person is asking me to do, or whatever the case may be. I'm writing what are the benefits of doing this and what are the negatives. If there are moral reasons why I'm like, okay, this is going to make me anxious, or this person is not there for me, or like there are more reasons why, because it's like your body already knows that is not that you want to say no.
Yeah,
so
true.
You got to validate how you actually feel by reasoning with your brain, because your brain will tell you that you can still do it. You know what I'm trying to say? Or even your heart will still tell you, no, I can still do this. I can put myself on the back burner to still do this thing for this person. And you got to learn how to be like, this is not beneficial for me. And the more if you have enough self-respect, you saying no gonna be so much, it's gonna be easy, because you're like, at the end of the day, I got me. I gotta be the one to just care about myself. And I know that's easier said than done, but like, anybody who really loves you and really cares, if you saying no to them is going to be that detrimental, then that's a whole nother separate conversation. You know, and it's ways to say no too. Saying no can be rude by just saying no. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But if it's not right now, or if it's, can we, whatever, like you can modify it to make it sound good. Put it in ChatGPT.
That's true.
But it's better ways to saying no flat out is probably where a lot of the angst comes in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good. So it's a lot of ways to weave around it. That's crazy. I guess we are really siblings. I was saying pros and cons too.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I said the same thing. I said weighing out, what's really important for you, what you think is right, with how you will feel after you agree to do something if you really don't want to do it. Sidebar was also trusting your gut too. I feel like a lot of times it's implications that tell you, like,
are we twins?
it tells you that you shouldn't be doing something.
Yeah.
And if you listen to that originally, if you have any thought or doubt that you shouldn't be doing something, you probably shouldn't. So I think saying no ultimately comes down, like you said, to self-respect. Yeah. You respect yourself. You do things that only, you really want to do.
Yep.
So yeah, that's my GOAT tip.
And sometimes you don't have to have a lot of reasons for why you want to say no.
Yeah.
It could be just because you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be this deep thing.
Yeah, people always think people deserve explanation. Sometimes I just don't want to do it.
Yep. That's me all the time. So anyway.
Sure.
Well, maybe DeAndre will have to figure out a way to use the rest of them, because I had so many left. So we'll just have to, we'll figure it out. If y'all want a part 3, let us know. We talk too much to get through
I know.
But but we appreciate everybody for tuning in. Oh, I do have one hashtag Go Cultivate before we get out of here, y'all.
Drop it on us.
Maybe I shouldn't do that in my John Morant.
I'm dead. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Sorry. Okay. So I wanted to plug something real quick.
Okay.
So in DC, they have something that's called Porch Fest. Now, this only happens in a certain area of DC, which happens to be our neighborhood. Yeah. But Porch Fest is basically a day of live music, performances, etc. But they do them on people's porches.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's a vibe. Like, you can walk from this house to this house and just watch different local performers from all different genres, all type of stuff. But we're participating in this year by being a host of a band or whatever. So if you want to pull up, let me know. I'm not just about to put the address out on Facebook.
Yes, don't do that.
But if you know me, hit me up. If you want to pull up, let me know. It's going to be fun.
What's the date?
It is, thank you, DeAndre. Like, what? It is April 26th. So next Saturday. And it's different times and stuff. But if you're interested, let me know. Support the community, support our local artists, support
which is fire.
Yeah. So Reach Inside Cultivate Everyone is participating as a host, not artist, because we ain't talented in that regard. Anyway, anything else, DeAndre, before we get out of here?
Nothing just to say thank you, everybody, for the positive interactions today. That's what fuels this show, fuels every week. So thank you for joining once again. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. And yeah, I'm just happy to do another episode.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I am sweating in this sweater. So we will see y'all next week. We love you. We appreciate you. Part 3 on the way.
Part 3 on the way, man.
We got to do it. But we love y'all.
Peace
Adios.
out. Peace out.